What's up, Mark? We back at him again, man. You already know the protocol. Kick back, relax, like, share, comment. I repeat, body slam that subscribe button, y'all. Take a ride with me. What's up, Mark? We back at him again, man. You already know what it is. V-Crime story time. Today's episode, man, they just don't listen. So now, two quick stories, man, about people that just don't listen, and it ended up costing people way more than they was willing to pay. So now, episode number one, story number one. We got this dude and this broad, and like I always tell you, man, influence is a positive, yet it can be a terrible thing. Now, what do I mean by that? You get around somebody and you are motivating and, inspiring them to do good things, you're a positive role model. Now, on the flip side, you get around people and you got them doing wicked and wild stuff, conniving things, you already know you're a bad role model. So now, boom, got a little dude for real. He a well-known shaker and mover running all through the west side of Baltimore. He ends up bumping into a pair of soft legs. So now when he bumped the little broad for real, he ends up putting her up under the wing. Now, one thing that always stood out to me that I never really understood was you as a man, all right, boom, you messing around with the bars, the perks, so forth and so on. Why would you want your female to be involved in the same thing? It's one thing if she fucking around with the liquor, but her going into hard drugs like the bars and the perks and so forth and so on, that just never attracted me. No disrespect to nobody that's into that. So now he ends up getting her, down with the program. She start popping the millies all up at her. So boom, just quite naturally you gonna get addicted. Now she don't know she addicted until one day she can't get a hold of him. She can't get hit, so she running around all through the city, stomach hurting, she hot, she cold, she having a cold sweat, she irritated, she not in the right mood. She can't understand what's going on. Whole time she call her boyfriend like, man, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why I feel like this? He say, just hold on. I'm coming from the other side of town, hitting my cell. The little nigga over here got some perks, then I'm coming over there. She like, all right, that's a bet. Boom, he get back. Of course, he handled the business. He give her the pills, but he tell her, you was going through withdrawal for real. You was ill. So she like, what the fuck? I don't want to have to go through that, but she's not understanding. You ain't got no control over that. You've been putting this medicine in your body for 30 to 45 days. Now you on day 46 and you not putting it inside your body. Your body looking like, no, something wrong. We need that. We need that just to function. We need that just to be in the right state of mind. And that's where that monkey come on your back, because now 9 times out of 10, unless you overdoing it, most motherfuckers don't even pop pills to get high. They pop pills to be normal. Like, once they get the 2-3 perks in them, they not like OD, they not slumped over, nothing. They just regular talking, slick, conducting their business. Now they gonna need extra than that to be like really, really busted. But most people, if they don't get high, they gonna be irritated. They not gonna feel like they self. So that's a wicked and wild cycle within itself. So now they get home, they doing a little 1-2, but it's a pool party happening this day too. Now, him and her always had arguments about, she always was in a motherfucker face. Like if they went out and she seen a cool crowd, her homegirls would always go around them because she was running around with bros that was on that hot girl summer shit. They were always wanted to be around the ballers, the players, the guys that was making the noise, but she also ran with a group of girls that was addicts. They also was getting high as well, so they wanted to be around wherever the pills and the bars and shit was at. So boom, he telling her, stay the fuck out of niggas' faces. You be doing too much. You gonna end up getting me having to hurt one of these niggas, or it's gonna go too far. So boom, she not listening. She paying the nigga no mind. She spinning them off. They ends up shooting to the day party. Boom. They gets to the day party. Of course, she link up with her homegirls. They over here talking to a couple of niggas that are from a well-known block that sell the perks. So she over there cool and flirting. She ends up dictating the nigga out of 4 perks. Boom, he give them to her. Now, he giving her these perks thinking that later on, man, you gonna do something. You already know what time it is, but he just trying to get her in the mode. Whole time she slides off, knowing that she doing some dumb ass shit because you smiling in another man's face when your boyfriend here. So boom, she shoot over there to him. She give him 2 pills. So he like, man, where the fuck you get this from? But whole time the nigga that gave her the pills, he already watching her because he want to make sure she put it up in her, and he trying to make sure he get his just due later on at this pool party. So boom, he watched the broad give her nigga the pills. He like, man, what the fuck? He shoots over there. So now he like, man, what the fuck you doing, sweetheart? Boom, she spin around. When she spin around, he step up like, man, you done lost your mind. The fuck don't be talking to my girl like that. So whole time he like, what? Man, I don't give a fuck if this your broad or not. She just gave you my motherfucking pills, man. I gave you my motherfucking pills back, sweetheart. I don't know what type of dope fiend games you playing. I ain't give you no joints for you to come give another nigga my shit, man. You done lost your mind. But the nigga, he looking at it like, 1, you was in this nigga face. 2, who the fuck you talking to? Me and my bro. Whole time he go off, he stroke him, bang, bang, he hit him 2 times. Now, when he catch him the 2 times, he goes off. The broad start to get involved too. She ready to grab a bottle off the table, but you know, something end up happening. She don't ends up grabbing him. She just start hitting the nigga. When the nigga step up, he ends up just swinging blindly. He catch him one time, but when he throw the hook for real, he ends up knocking her out. Boom! Now, when he slump her, of course, you already know what time it is. Now, as they right there bumping, the homeboy, the nigga that sold him the pills or gave her the pills, his group of homeboys that was over there in the section, they see what the fuck going on by this time, so they all start to make their way over there. The girl is getting up off the floor. The nigga, now that he see his girl knocked up, him and the other dude that gave her the pills, they locked up right there bumping. She gets up like where the pool party was at. It was a gate, and right outside was the front yard where all the cars was parked at. She stumbles into the car. She already know that the boyfriend got the joint under the seat. She grabbed that motherfucker. So now they all right there fighting. The boyfriend on the ground. All the homeboys from the section that was with the nigga that gave her the pills, they had made their way to right there. So they right there stomping the boyfriend out. She opens the gate. She just started letting on fire. Bang, 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 bang. Now she's shooting straight ahead, but she's making her way turning to where as though the group of guys that stomping her boyfriend out. She started letting off. She strike two of the niggas, but as the boyfriend is trying to, you know, he balled up on the ground, he ends up getting hit as well, because she a female. She don't know how to control her motherfucking hands. She not thinking in the right state of mind. She already was high, plus everything that she was going through. She had just got back up off the ground after getting knocked out. Wicked and wild shit. Two people end up getting hit from the other side, and the boyfriend ended up getting hit. As one of the guys that got hit, that's what the group of guys is making his way back to a section. Everybody trying to make their way, they start fumbling out. He ends up collapsing right there. When he ends up collapsing, he ends up passing away right there as well. The boyfriend get up, adrenaline all rushing in him. He gets in the car, he shoot off for real. He make his way down to the hospital. This is where everything get grabbed up at. Her being so, you know, naive and green, she lead a weapon right there at the pool party for real. Him not understanding what the fuck going on. He just trying to fight for his life because he paranoid and he fucking freaking out that he done got hit. They both jumps in the car, they shoot down there. When they get down there, the doctor go ahead and try to, you know, perform whatever they need to perform. But while they there, the police arrive too. When the police arrive, they go ahead and question them. Now, everybody, the police arrive at the pool party scene too. They getting a little question, they get the feedback because this is somebody's actual house. So now that everybody done ran away, the owner can't go nowhere. He gotta stay there. This is his house. He gotta answer for this shit. Whole time, of course, he telling the truth. What happened? The female did it. But they radio went to the station. They calling the hospital, see if any victims came through with a gunshot wound. They get a hit. Whole time, the police tell them we still got the dude and the broad down here right now. The police say lock the broad up for an M1 because, you know, the owner of the house then already told them that she's the one that committed the crime. They go ahead and book her, tell her she being arrested for a first-degree murder. She losing her motherfucking mind, trying to yell at and talk to her boyfriend. The boyfriend already in the back room going through surgery. They try to they ties him into it too because they say this was your gun. She got the gun out of the car which is your car under your seat, which was the driver's seat. So you the owner of the gun. She's getting charged with the body, but you getting charged with the weapon. And however they started to break that shit down, that was a whole nother wicked and wild shit. But all this, bro, a life lost, 3 lives lost. 1 is gone. 2 having to serve time in prison. I believe they got wicked and wild sentences. I'm not too sure on the numbers, but look at that, bro. All over him continuously telling her, stay out of motherfucker face. Stop fucking trying to be down with everybody. Stop trying to motherfucking manipulate every fucking body. You being in his face trying to fucking get high ended up costing motherfuckers a life bit because look at everything that came behind it. Him giving you the pills with bad intentions in his mind. You thinking you doing some slick shit, bringing the pills back to me, which is now bringing me into the crosshair. Me and you get into it now. His niggas back in his play. You thinking you being a phenomenal girlfriend, which you was in that circumstances. But the shit ended up escalating, going too far, and now, you know, too many lives was affected. So this is why I tell y'all, man, don't get involved in the streets, stay out the way. But with that being said, let's jump to story number 2. Now, just a quick one, man. Homeboys, right? They always riding around. They be going down well-known drug blocks. So the one homeboy, he always got his car, you know, 5% tinted all the way around. The motherfucking car is smacked out. You can't see inside of it. But he be playing little games like when he spin a motherfucker bend, he either driving around too fast or he driving too slow. But he on the type time of, I wish a nigga would. This is his first time really carrying that iron. So this is what I noticed, right? A motherfucker that don't got no beef, they always want to ride around with the gun. But soon as the beef is on, they so quick to put the shit up. No, man, I don't want to get locked up for it. What the fuck we needed now when we didn't need it? You always wanted to ride around with the motherfucker talking about you wish somebody would. Now that a nigga would, you don't want to ride with it like wicked and wild shit. So now, he, you know, he ain't in bump with nobody, but he got a young ass little pistol that he done just bought. So now, He just so eager beaver to get his little rocks off. He keeps spinning motherfuckers Benz wildly. And in my city, like, you can't just bend a nigga curb loosely because you don't know who they into it with. So now you might got a silver TL, and this is, you know, half of the city that got silver TLs. They might be into it with some niggas that got silver TLs. So your best bet is, anyway, just pulling on a nigga block is your car already tinted. Don't be pulling around looking all crazy, driving all slow, driving it through that motherfucker fast. Like, it's just certain movements that you can't do. And the homeboy always was telling his other friend, like, yo, stop driving like that, yo. You gonna end up getting this motherfucking car shot up. Stop doing that hot ass shit. Stop driving like you a rookie. Stop driving like you drawing attention to your car, but I'm in this motherfucker, so stop doing that shit. The other homeboy, man, fuck that shit. You always on some scared shit, man. I got that bitch on me. I wish a nigga would play with us. So he asking for that shit, trying to be too tough. One day he spinning Ben for real. He going down a well-known block, but they got bump going on. They got beef going on. The homeboy say, man, park at the top of the block. I'ma just walk down there. He say, no, fuck that shit. You're scared ass now. He trying to be funny. He excited. Like, when you know you ready to get hit on the pills, your mood change. You been mad all day. You finally found somebody that got him. You, oh yeah, we ready to get busted, Brody. So he in the car playing and shit. So in his mind, he like, I'm ready to do that shit that him like when I do. I'm gonna drive all fast through the block, and then I'm gonna just spin around, park at the top. We gonna walk down there. Whole time when he spin the bend, he put his foot on the gas, you hear the skirt. So now the niggas that's right there hitting, and they might, oh, all right, that's them right there. I know it ain't the police, that's the motherfucking ops. The whole time they come up to hit as they come flying down the street. Now, mind you, like I said, he was gonna fly down the street, buck a U, and then he was gonna park and walk down because he knew niggas on the block was gonna be mad at him too. But it's too late. They come out to hit, they get to lighting the motherfucking car up. Boom, 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 boom. He ends up making it to the bottom of the street, but he ends up running through the stop sign, going into ongoing traffic, ends up getting the car smacked. You know, a car hit it from this way, ends up spinning that motherfucker. So now when the car gets smacked, that motherfucker spin out of control, flip 2 times, boom, both of them in the car. You know, everybody losing their mind. Ambulance arrive right there. They finally get both of them out the car. Both of them was unconscious. They get down to the hospital. The driver ends up passing away. The passenger, who was the homeboy, he ends up pulling through, but his neck was broke. It was hella shit broke on him. But look at that, man. And his whole thing was, he felt guilty and he kind of like blamed himself, like, man, I told this motherfucker stop doing that shit. And that's why I never understood why he blamed himself, because it was like, you always told him not to do that shit. You can't control what another man do. But he was looking at it like, man, if I would have never called him that day, we wouldn't have went down there. But he was going to go down there regardless. This is somewhere y'all went every day. But we're in a wild situation, man. And he kind of, you know, went on a downward spiral just off of the emotional state that he was in. He was never the same person for real. He didn't want to come outside. He just was on his own thing. He got more involved into his addiction because now he was already popping pills for whatever reason, but now he got even more involved in the pills. Like, man, I'm trying to, you know, just take my pain away with this substance, and that's never a good idea. So Wicked and Wild, man, this is why I tell y'all, don't get involved in the streets. Stay out the way. The shit is not worth it, man. Take it from the kid. But with that being said, Mark, thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy stories with me. At this time, one more time for me, Mob. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, body slam that subscribe button, y'all. We'll be at 100K in no time from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of y'all. Let's get them, let's get them, let's get them. Let's go!